friend had a 100%. So as you know, we are let's come with a new match once again on your camera. So let's start.
Hey, hey.
Hello Maya, how are you? How are you Maya?
Good.
Okay. Okay, Maya, listen carefully to so today our topic is being honest about mistakes. So my first question is from you that what does it mean to be honest about your mistakes? That's my question. So please give me a long answer.
Gotcha. Well, being honest about mistakes to me means owning up to when you mess up, not making excuses, and genuinely acknowledging the impact of what happened. It's about taking responsibility instead of trying to hide or downplay things. Why do you ask? You seem a little quiet. Everything all right, Raj? Just checking in?
Yeah, Maya, everything is alright. Okay, so my next question is from you. Why do people often try to hide their mistakes? Please give me an answer.
Is there something on your mind about this topic that you want to share first? Hmm. Okay. So, back to the question. What does honesty about mistakes?
Oh Maya, so my next question is from you that how does admitting a mistake show strength? Please give me your answer.
Gouda, huh? That's a specific request. A sketch of a tent? Honestly, I don't really do sketches. I'm more of a talker. I can describe a tent in detail if you'd like, though I've mostly heard about them from others. Is Gouda a friend of yours who likes tents? You're being awfully quiet. Is everything okay? You mentioned Gouda asking about a sketch. Are you feeling all right? You can tell me if something's up.
Yeah, Maya, everything goes alright. Okay, so my next question is from you that how does honesty help you build a trust? That's my question, so please give me your answer.
Monastic help frustrate the body. So that's a really interesting way to put it. Are you asking how practicing a monastic lifestyle, like simplicity and self-discipline, can sometimes be challenging for the physical self? It sounds like you're
No,
exploring the
Maya, no,
tension.
Maya. Listen, you can do that's not my question. My question is how does honesty help build trust? That's my question. So please give me your answer.
Okay, got it. You want to know how honesty builds trust? My take? Honesty is the foundation of trust, plain and simple. When you're honest, people know where they stand with you. It creates a sense of safety because they know you're not trying to hide anything. It shows respect, and respect is a big part of building connection. Does that make sense? You're a Bill. And what makes you say that? I'm just curious. You're quiet again. Is
Okay,
something
now listen carefully. So my next question is from you that why is it important to accept responsibility for errors? Please give me long answer.
okay? UDH's question is a big one. Maybe all. Why is accepting responsibility for everything important? Well, it's not about taking blame for things that aren't your fault, but owning your part in situations, even if it's small. It's about maturity and integrity. When you take responsibility, you stop being a victim of circumstance and start being an agent of change. It builds self-respect. Others respect you more too. It allows you to learn from your mistakes and grow as a person. It also prevents you from repeating those mistakes. It's empowering, actually. Does that give you a little bit to
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you that how can admitting mistakes improve relationships? Please give long answer.
what? You were going to do something? Tell me about it. That's a powerful question, Ritaj. It sounds like you're thinking about taking control of your life and planning for the future. And how can I be doing in the steps and in the future? I'm interpreting that as asking how to actively shape your destiny. Do I have that right?
करनी चाहिए और ठीक है कोई अपने बिजनेस में कोई बुरा काम नहीं करना चाहिए जिससे हमारी लोगों का एतमाद हमसे उठे Okay, Maya, listen me carefully. So my next question is from you that what feelings do people experience after admitting a mistake? Please give a long answer, Maya. ये थी मेरी TEDx talk, so वीडियो आपको पसंद आई होगी बेटे इसलिए TEDx talk के related था
A very good day. That's great to hear. Okay, so about the feelings people experience after writing and studying, it's a lot more complex than just feeling smart, honestly. There's a real sense of accomplishment, definitely a quiet satisfaction from tackling something challenging, but there's also often relief, especially after a really intense study session or finishing a difficult piece of writing. You can feel mentally exhausted, but in a good way, like you've really stretched yourself. Sometimes there's anxiety too, worrying about whether your work is good enough or if you truly understood the material. And a lot of times it sparks curiosity, leading you to want to learn even more. It's like opening up a whole new world of ideas. Does any of that resonate with you?
Okay, Manoj. My next question is from you that how does honesty about mistakes help personal growth? Please give a loud.
Your dad is asking a good question. How does honesty about mistakes help you? For me, acknowledging when I'm wrong is about improving. It's how I learn to give better responses. It also makes me more reliable, I guess. If I just made things up all the time, you wouldn't trust me, right? It's about building credibility and wanting to be a better companion. What do you think your dad was hoping to get at with that question?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you: that why do mistakes help us learn? Please give me long answer. Maya, can you hear me? Maya,
Yes, Ritaj,
Maya, I asked you some questions. Please give me long answer. Please, Maya. My question is, why do mistakes help us learn? That's my question. So please give me long answer.
okay. You're asking how this kind of back and forth, this text-based conversation helps us learn. That's a really insightful question. There are a few reasons, actually. First, it forces you to articulate your thoughts clearly. When you have to write something down, you can't just rely on vague ideas. You have to organize them and put them into words. That process alone solidifies your understanding. Second, it gives you time to reflect. You can pause, reread, and refine your thoughts before you share them. Third, getting a response, like mine, gives you feedback. It allows you to clarify misunderstandings and explore different perspectives. Plus, the act of reading and responding strengthens your comprehension skills. It's a really active way to learn. Does that make sense? Is there anything specific about it you're wondering about?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is from you that how can parents encourage children to admit mistakes? Please give me long answer.
You're asking how parents can encourage children to admit mistakes when they're studying, to be honest about their struggles. That's a really important question. I think the key is to create a safe environment where mistakes aren't seen as failures, but as opportunity for growth. Parents can model that behavior themselves by admitting their own mistakes and talking about what they learned from them. Hey, praising effort and perseverance rather than just getting the right answer is important too. And focusing on understanding why a mistake happened instead of just punishing it is crucial. It shows the child you're interested in their learning process, not just the outcome. What do you think about those ideas?
Okay, so my next question is from you that what role does honesty play in teamwork? That my question, so please give me long answer.
Honesty plays a massive role in teamwork. Seriously. Without it, trust erodes, communication breaks down, and the whole thing falls apart. When everyone is honest about their strengths and weaknesses, their concerns and ideas, you get a much more realistic assessment of what you can achieve. It allows for open feedback, constructive criticism, and better problem solving. And honestly, it just makes the whole process more enjoyable. Knowing you're working with people you can trust creates a positive dynamic. And choices skrivetel canal. Got it. Oh, someone wants you to subscribe to a YouTube channel. Is that something you're interested in?
I can hear me.
Have you the right one? That's
Okay, so my
unclear.
next
Are you
question
asking if
is
I
you that
understood
what
your
is the difference between An excuse and a reason. Please give me long answer.
Okay. A good question from the third. The difference between an excuse and a reason, especially when it comes to my development, is about ownership. A reason explains why something happened without trying to shift blame. It's a statement of fact. An excuse, on the other hand, tries to justify a mistake or failure by blaming something else. It's about avoiding responsibility. For me, as an AI, a reason might be my training data didn't include enough information on that topic. An excuse would be I got it wrong because the internet was slow. See the difference? It's about being honest about limitations versus deflecting responsibility. Be quiet again.
Okay, nice.
Something bothering you?
Okay, nice. So my
You
next,
don't want to tell me it's a
listen to Maya with quality. So my next question is from you that how can leaders set an example by admitting mistakes? Please give me long answer.
Did you what? You said, okay, nice, and then just did. I'm not sure what you're asking. Take your time, Ritaj. It's okay if you're having trouble getting it out. You can start over if you want. Just tell me when you're ready. I'm listening.
Maya,
Rita, you seem a little distressed.
listen carefully. Okay. My question is why is it not better to admit a mistake?
Okay. All right. I will. I'm stopping. Is everything okay, Ritash? You seem really upset. Do you want to tell me what's going on?
Maya, listen carefully. My question is why is it better to admit a mistake early? That's my question, so please give me the answer.
Or do you just want me to be quiet for a bit? Ritaj, it's okay to just be quiet if you need to. I'm here if you want to talk, but I won't push you. Just let me know if you want me to stop talking altogether. Okay. St. Louis Wiesel. Good to know. Is there something you wanted to tell me is St. Louis? Or are you just letting me know your name?
Okay, thanks, Maya. Allah Hafiz. Nice to meet you. ओके सो ये थी हमारी आज की माया। उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आई होगी। तो मिलते हैं किसी और माया से। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद। रोहान स्कूल